Alright, good morning guys, and welcome to Fez, Morocco. In today's video, we're going to take you guys around on a trip through the souk, the Medina, and we're going to try to find the tanneries, go in there and check out the famous Fez tanneries. Right now we're standing in front of the blue gate, and we're going to go on and find our guide. We did get a guide for today. No, we're not big on guides. We figured this is one of the biggest Medinas and it's crazy getting lost in there, so we wanted someone who could really show us around and give us the true experience. We're just waiting on him now. We're gonna head in case you're new to the channel, my name is Frank, this is Alyssa, and we are the GlobeHoppers. We're on a mission to get to that 100 country club, so if you want to see if we make it, hit that subscription bell and follow along. We're on a big adventure right now, but it is getting late and we're hungry, so let's head on in and see what we can find. This is the famed blue gate, or the Baba Goosh. That's how the taxi drivers told me what to say, the Baba Goosh. It's huge, look at this door. It is only about 8 o'clock in the morning right now, but oh, it feels so nice. It's been over 100 degrees every day since we've been here, and being 70 right now, 75 feels so nice. Alright, so as you can see, we must be pretty early because most of these shops aren't even open yet. We see a bunch of people starting to set up. Cats everywhere, dogs. And there's already some pretty good smells, so people are starting to cook stuff, which makes me excited. Oh, look at this little kitten. Oh boy, a whole towel full of them. Look at that little guy. He's a little tiny guy. So the reason we hired a guide for this Medina and didn't just wander around on our own is because this is one of the biggest and most extensive Medinas in the Muslim world, and it has over 8,000 little streets in it and stuff like that, so there's no way we could have found everything we wanted to see and should see on our own without a guide. So for us it was worth it. A couple bucks, got a guide. We've been offered guides twice since we've been in here, and they've been saying they would do it for like $5, $6, stuff like that. So, you know, it's worth getting a guide if you want to see everything there is to see. All right. So we found our guide's Riad here. We are gonna wait inside while there are 2 more people coming, so we're gonna wait for them in here, and he's gonna make us a little bit of tea and coffee while we wait. So we're gonna park ourselves. Oh, look at this Riad.
I wanted to come early because I was scared that we'd get lost. But it was super easy. He gave like really good directions.
Let's do with sugar.
No sugar.
No sugar. Strong or light?
Strong.
Coffee without sugar. Tea without sugar.
With
Sugar or without sugar?
Yeah.
If you want to make your shape.
Oh, thank you so much. It's beautiful. That's an amazing wall. I like that.
My original work I do before.
Oh yeah?
A very work we do.
Check out this wall, guys. It's like carved into the cement with these little windows and doors. Oh, that's pretty cool. So this is his Riad. There was an option to stay in a place like this in the Medina, but we wanted to get outside the Medina. And actually, this is the first city in Morocco that we didn't stay in a Riad. We decided to stay in a hotel here. So we were just talking about how this is a World Heritage Site. So is Marrakesh. So is that 8 Batoon, the old fort that we went to. So we've been seeing a bunch of them on this trip. And he just brought us our coffee for her. That looks like some seriously strong black sludge.
How was like espresso?
Yeah, and this is my tea. I can smell the mint from like the minute we walked in with it. That smells so good. I love mint tea. So we're gonna go ahead and sip on our little drinks here while we wait for the rest of the people to join us, and we'll see you guys in a few minutes. So it's about 9 o'clock now, and you can see this place is really starting to come alive now. We got a small little group. It's these 2 gentlemen. They are from Singapore, originally from Myanmar. And of course Alyssa and our guide Mohammed. So we're heading up now back to the Blue Gate where we're going to start the tour. And the highlight for me, I think, is I'm looking forward to the tanneries the most. I really wanted to get in there. And that's why we picked this tour, because they take us to the biggest tannery there is. There's 3 of them here in Fez, so this will be the biggest one. I really wanted to see this one, so I'm psyched for that. And here we are where we started. Alright guys, so this Medina dates back to the 12th century, and it is the oldest and largest Medina in the world. There are 10,000 streets in here, and they all head down. So if you get lost, head up and you'll be going, it's like a bowl. So if you get lost, you just head up and you'll be heading towards out, and if you keep going down, you're heading deeper in. He also said there are 200 water fountains in here, 250 mosques. Just a little knowledge for you guys. This is a water clock, the first water clock ever. It doesn't work anymore, but he showed us pictures of how it did work back in the day and how scientists aren't even able to replicate how it worked now. So it's non-functioning at this point, but it's still amazing to see. So guys, this is a mosque and a Quran school, so it is still in use, and it is absolutely gorgeous. There's a mixture of rock work and woodwork in the architecture that is just incredible and detailed, and I'm really impressed. Now our guide is just full of information. He's been telling us story after story since we got in here, so I haven't been able to vlog too much of it, but it is stunning. The stories he has are amazing. Look at this, guys. Everything in here has a meaning. This is an Andalusian home, and the door knocker here, as you can see, it's a hand, Fatima, with the rock. So when you bang it, it knocks on the door. But if you notice, there's a ring on the finger here, and that ring means that the woman that lives in here is taken already. So the guys who are coming by, look in the corner, they look at the hand knocker, sees a ring, keep moving. So guys, this is a public oven, and what you do is whatever you bring, your bread, your tagine, whatever you want to cook, you get it prepared at home, and you bring it down here to this public oven, and you give it to him, and he cooks it for you. Look at this place. Go ahead, no, you got it, please.
Very old than you can imagine. We have same in it very well. Then he make fire of wood in the left side, and the right side floor is clean. Waiting for the first woman to bake bread and bring it for him to cook in front of the wood flavor. Please come to this corner to be able to see clearly. You are able to fish with vegetables to cook here. Chicken, pigeon, meat, bread, and also cakes.
So this is what they call a fundak, or a hotel. Back in the days when the caravans would come through to Medina, they would go to the section of Medina that sold what they were looking for, like in this case it would be wood, or the next one over would be spices, and they would stay here. And the bottom level is where they would store everything that they brought with them in their caravan. And the second story is where they would rent their room from, and they would stay here. Now when they left and when they got here, they would put everything that they brought with them on these scales here and weigh it, and that's how they would know how much stuff they put into storage. So when they left, it would weigh the same, and they know that nothing was stolen or anything like that. Pretty medieval way of making sure nothing was stolen, but worked for them. And you can see this one's pretty well restored. So guys, as we pass through here, this is going to become the holy area here. And see this little wood here? That means no horses allowed past here. And the reason it's a holy area is because it's a mosque down here and the burial spot of the man who founded this whole Medina way back. So this is the door to the mosque, and inside is where the founder of the city's mausoleum is. And on the other side, there's a door that you can donate money. You slide it through the notch and put your hand over it, and you make a wish and it comes through. So families would come here, like if the woman couldn't get pregnant, they'll come here, and apparently it'll perform impossible mission miracles, things that they couldn't get done in any other way. So this area is a souk, where it's all wood handicraft stuff that's made in there. And this used to be a hotel right here that we're walking into. Now the government has turned it into a museum for woodwork. So he's going to take us for a little walk through here and see what we got. So we got inside the museum here, and it's basically just dedicated all to wood. So each of these little rooms that I'm going in and out of Shows different stages of wood and different things that they were doing with it, the different types of wood. It's pretty interesting, pretty well laid out. I like it. Everything's labeled too, so you know you can see exactly what you're looking at. And well done, well done. So this little wood museum, if you're into museums and wood, then this is a really awesome place to come check out. Like I said, it's laid out awesome, and they got everything you want to see. The second floor, I didn't film it. It was a lot of furniture and dresses and bureaus and jewelry boxes. It was really cool. But I was just thinking to myself, can you imagine if this wasn't a museum, if it was still a hotel? Look at this place. Must have been amazing back in the day. So up on top of the museum, there's a roof that you're allowed to come up on. And there are a few little staircases like this with boxes up here. You can climb up on them and get a pretty awesome view of the Medina. Look how far it just sprawls out. Wow. Wow. And I think we are about to see the Tannery soon. So guys, this area that we're heading into now is it's the Henna Market, but before it was the first psych ward, the first psych hospital. And it was from 1286. They say it's probably the first one ever. And here they only healed you with herbs and music. Spices, herbs, and music.
What he have in the left side is a bag, goat's skin, that he tied up from different angle, and then he fill it with the water from the spring, and then he connect tap water here and serve water. This bag helps to keep the water fresh and cold. So it's strict, and the flavor to drink water in this brown pot is unique.
You could easily spend the entire day walking around in here. There's just so much to see and do. Remember when we stopped in and we saw the guy baking the bread in his little shop? We've seen people weaving rugs, making belts by hand, making these elaborate dresses by hand, and everything's... Hello! Yeah, everything is just done by hand in here. And we just had a little snack. Oh, it was so good. It was like a almond with the pastry on the outside, drizzled with honey on top, and it was just absolutely delicious, and now we're even more hungry. But I believe we're on our way now to the Tannery, which is the highlight of what I've been waiting to see, so let's see. Alright guys, so we arrived at the Tannery. We're heading up top to get a view. They gave us some mint leaves because you have to hold it like this and use it as kind of like a gas mask, he said, because the smells can be pretty bad. I believe it's because it's made from camel pea and pigeon shit. Camel pea and pigeon dung. Oh, here it is. Look at this. Oh, that has got to be the hottest job in the world right there. Seeing this is one of them surreal travel moments. You see it all the time, but wow. You see it on pictures and it's just iconic. This is amazing. Alright, he's got another spot he wants us to go get a better view. Oh, these gotta be the hardest working men in the world. It is so hot out there right now, like over 100 degrees. I think it was 106 last I checked. And that does not look like easy work. So after the viewing point up there, we got to go into the shop, of course, and we get to see all the leathers. And they gave us a little speech about how it's made and all that. And then you get to do some shopping. And the quality was amazing. The way they make it, just prehistoric, but yet so effective. It's such a great quality in there. And seeing it really made my day. That was something iconic that I've always wanted to come and do. So there's another bucket list. in my blessed life. I'm so lucky to be getting to do all this. And it lived up to what I thought it would. It didn't smell as bad as I thought, thankfully, but they did give us those mint leaves, which helped a little bit. And they explained the camel pea, the pigeon crap, and all that. That's why he called it Caca Chanel instead of Coco Chanel. But awesome experience, guys. Awesome experience. Like basically this whole tour has been just amazing. I love it. Alright, apparently we're gonna go see something special. This is the only place in the world that this is still done. I'm not sure what it is, but he's taking us inside. Alright, this is incredible, guys. This gentleman here is the last one, him and his brother are the last people doing it in this style. Everybody else is using machines made in China. And he's such a rarity that he's actually been recognized by the UNESCO Society for being that unique of a profession. This is just amazing. I'm looking at this machine and I can't for the life of me even begin to understand how he's making the pattern out of these strings that are hanging here. And this guy's pulling on one rope to tighten it while he strings another one through. And he does it like it's nothing, but it comes out sheer perfection. If you look here, these are made for the queen. I mean, they are absolutely amazing. We are seeing so many one-of-a-kind things today. This is just an amazing day. Alright, we are now in the bronze area, and he's showing us the difference in the quality, the different thicknesses of the bronze, and they're showing us how these guys, there's two different jobs in here. One is shaping it into whatever shape they're trying to make, and then the other ones are the guys who come along and do the designs on it. It's a little noisy here, but pretty interesting. The last section that we're going to be going through, and this is where they make the silk and the wool. It's got quite a smell in here.
No need to wood fire anymore. You will boil the water there for so long.
You know, I never do this. I never give a review for a tour, but this guy here is our tour guide today, so I want you to get his name. What's your name and the name of your Riad?
Muhammad.
And your Riad?
Dar Sunrise.
Alright, so if you guys are in Fez and you want to do a tour, this is the man to come see. This tour was amazing. Check him out. I'll put the link below so you can definitely look him up.
You are very welcome. We are brothers from different mothers.
There you go. But yeah, definitely check this guy out because he was the best guide we've had in Morocco so far. Alright, so let's give you guys a quick review here. The tour of the Medina and the Tannery was amazing. Our guide was excellent. I would not recommend doing this on your own. I mean, you can walk around, but you're gonna miss so much. This guy was super good, took us everywhere.
We're gonna put his link in the description.
Yeah, we'll definitely put it down below. That's how good he was. And you know we usually don't do that. So check that out. If you are coming to Fez, you're gonna wanna see him. And don't miss the tour. This Medina was not like any other we've been to. Fabulous. We had such a great time, and the Tannery lived up to all the hype. So
that guy and his machine, I have to say, I was almost emotional at that. Like,
yeah,
he took such pride in his craft, his artwork.
Yep, that was definitely a unique experience there. So if you guys stuck around to the end, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button because we're not done in Morocco yet. Thanks for watching, guys.